You won't believe what happened at this wedding. The bride, blind since childhood, miraculously regained her sight right in the middle of saying, "I do," and what she saw left the entire ceremony frozen in silence. But wait till you hear what came next. This story will stay with you long after the screen goes dark. So before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more true, emotional stories that remind us just how unpredictable and powerful love and life can be. The music played gently in the background as guests gathered in the quaint, candlelit garden chapel. Lavender petals lined the aisle, soft golden string lights swayed in the breeze, and the air was filled with the tender anticipation only a wedding can bring. Among the 100 guests, no one blinked an eye as the bride walked in slowly, holding onto her father's arm. She wore a flowing ivory gown, simple and elegant, and a delicate veil draped over her face. But what most didn't know, what most couldn't even guess, was that Lily Roberts had been blind since she was 8 years old. Her world had always been sound, texture, scent. Her father's laughter, the warmth of the sun, the smell of old books in her favorite corner of the library. Her life wasn't lacking love, but it had been painted with darkness. And now, here she was, 28 years old, standing at the altar beside the man who had somehow seen her, really seen her, even when she couldn't see him. His name was Daniel. And he had walked into her life 3 years ago like a gentle storm. He was a volunteer at a local center for the visually impaired, and from their first conversation, Lily felt something shift inside her. He didn't treat her like porcelain. He didn't tiptoe around her blindness. He joked with her, challenged her, talked to her for hours. Over time, he became her eyes when she needed them, but more importantly, he became the person who reminded her that she didn't need to see the world to live fully in it. Their love grew quietly, deeply. Daniel would describe the world to her with color and emotion, telling her how the sunrise looked like honey spilled on a sleeping lake or how her smile lit up a room like a chandelier inside a cave. But Lily had one silent hope she never dared speak aloud, to see his face, just once. Doctors had told her years ago that her condition was degenerative, irreversible. A rare genetic disorder had left her optic nerves damaged beyond repair. She had learned to accept it. But deep inside, a childlike whisper remained, what if? Now, standing at the altar, holding Daniel's hands, those whispers were long buried beneath the joy of this moment. She didn't need sight to know he was smiling. She could feel it in the way he breathed, the way his thumb gently brushed her knuckles. The officiant began the vows. And now, Lily, do you take this man? Suddenly, a strange sensation rippled through her skull. A warm pressure, behind her eyes. Her heart skipped a beat. The veil over her face shifted slightly as a breeze blew past. And in that exact moment, something incredible happened. Light. Not imagined. Not dreamed. But real, blinding light. Lily gasped and staggered back slightly. Lily? Daniel asked, his voice full of concern. The world, shapes, color, light, rushed at her all at once like a dam breaking. She blinked rapidly. The outline of people. A face in front of her. And then, she saw him. The man she was about to marry. And froze. Her breath caught in her throat as the image sharpened. The man before her had a face she recognized. A face from a photograph she had kept hidden in her dresser drawer for 10 years. No. It couldn't be. Her mother's voice echoed in her memory, from years ago, that man is the reason your life changed forever. She stumbled back further, hand over her mouth. Daniel looked confused, taking a step forward. Lily. What's wrong? Her voice trembled. Where did you say you were from again? Upstate New York, why? Tears welled up in her newly opened eyes. Her mind flashed back to the night she lost her sight. She had been in a car with her older brother. A rainy night. Headlights blinding. A crash. The other car, the man who hit them, who fled before the ambulance came. Her brother didn't survive. And her vision had never returned. That photograph, from the police report. The grainy, old photo of the driver, never convicted, but always suspected. It was him. Daniel's face, older now, but unmistakable. The garden fell completely silent. Guests looked around in confusion. Lily whispered, barely able to breathe, "It was you. You were the one in the car that night." Daniel froze. His color drained. I didn't know," he said, his voice breaking. "Lily, I swear I didn't know it was you." "You left," she whispered, trembling. "I was young, stupid, scared. And I turned myself in years later. But by then, the case had gone cold. I never forgave myself. I started volunteering at the center to make up for the pain I caused. That's where I met you. I never imagined." Silence. Heart-wrenching silence. The guests watched, stunned. Lily turned away, covering her face. But then, she remembered something else. Every moment they'd spent together. The way he had carried her through dark days. The nights he stayed up reading to her. The way he had dedicated his life to helping others. His quiet kindness. His guilt. His need to make things right. She had loved him for who he was. Not for who he used to be. Slowly, she turned back. Daniel's eyes were wet. "I understand if you walk away. I will never stop paying for what I did. But I love you, Lily. I didn't know, but I still carry that night in my soul." She took a shaky breath. Then stepped closer. "I spent years in the dark. Years hating the man who ruined my life, not knowing he'd also be the man who taught me how to live again." She looked up into his tear-filled eyes. "I didn't expect to get my sight back today, but I do know this, I don't want to lose you. Not again." Gasps and sobs rose from the crowd. She placed her hand on his chest. "I forgive you. I choose love. And I choose you." A moment passed. Then the officiant, his voice thick with emotion, continued, "Then, by the power vested in me." The two kissed, under the glowing sunset. The world, once dark, was now light. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every story we share is a reminder that forgiveness, love, and healing are real, and closer than we think.